We should be live. Give me 1 second. Everybody pile in. Get organized real quick. Got the espresso shot going. Mic quality, mic check. One's in the chat if the mic is up right. We got a lot to talk about today, everybody. So, ooh, I forgot something. Be right back. Be right back. Forgot I had a couple extra clips. I need all my bullets tonight. I need all my bullets tonight. I need all the... I need a weapon. Oh, man. This is going to be a ridiculous night, a ridiculous stream. I have nothing going on tonight. I moved everything to Saturday and Sunday. Not for this reason, but I don't like to be pressed for time. All right, let me get set up real quick because we got a lot to go over to. I need my proper windows. I need organization. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? Y'all are about to go on for a ride like only the final boss can allow you to go on. And I coined final boss before The Rock did. Let's be real on that. All right, so hit that like, hit that subscribe, favorite, tweet it, whatever you want to do. I'm going to check comments up until 7:15, and then we starting. Y'all about to get copyrighted. The time has come. Won't be able to catch it for an hour. Calling off work. It's a little crazy, but okay. Trust the process. Oh boy. Is he on regular or irregular time? I'm bald. I wish I had dreads like you, bro. Let's be real, people. People were literally making fun of my hair. This perfectly lined beard. This crispy hairline. This no grays at age 39. Like, no grays. Hairline is perfectly intact up here, not receding at all. Locks looking perfect and fresh, looking great in the back with the hang time. I'm just convinced some of y'all are haters. I'm just convinced. I'm very convinced. I'm very convinced. So, Weekend 1 and 2 HD remaster recommendations. Oh yeah, we definitely doing the Luca Blight. Okay, so we've got everything organized, chronological order, alphabetical order. I mean, I'm just gonna give you a little sneak peek of what we're going to be going into today. y'all already know. I don't mess around. And I come to play. I come to play. I come to play with receipts in the irrelevant files. So we are going to have a good ass time tonight. Prepare for so much exposure. It might have to call the cops for indecent exposure. Oh, everybody's getting exposed today. All the frauds are getting exposed today. Like they say in MechWarrior 2, tertiary objective, leave nothing standing. So I am your host, Black Bond. If you don't already know who I am, you're gonna fucking know who I am after tonight. Because I am going to be the guy that wrecked, ravaged, and destroyed 10 years worth of frauding in this gaming community. This is some... Appreciate that, Prince Revolver. But I never understood why you were a part of Weapon Wheel, knowing BG was a full-blown Sony bot with soft takes. But back to what I was saying. This adventure I'm about to take you on, right? This is about to be a full-blown Game of Thrones take right here. Like, we're talking about espionage, backstabbing, lying. Damn, what's that other word? Espionage. Damn, this shit could be like a goddamn James Bond film, people. Absolutely nutty. So, we are going to start it off from the beginning, right? And no, this is not a personal video. It's not a personal video, people. I don't hate anybody. I don't wish ill on anybody. But you know what I do? I bring out facts and I bring out receipts. When people try to bullshit, I expose them. Now, when people try to bullshit me, of all people, individuals in this sphere, which is not the inner sphere, thought that they could bullshit and get over on me. And hypothetically, right? Even if you were a bullshitter, a scammer, and you wanted to get over on people, right? Why would you test me? Why would you test the one guy that holds receipts for everything? That if he didn't have receipts, he would go looking for them. I just don't get it. Call it potentially disrespectful, or maybe you can call it idiotic. I'm more on so-called idiotic, or there's a third option. You either idiotic, whatever I said before, because I lost my train of thought, or quite frankly, something is wrong in your head, and you just genuinely don't care. You don't care that you're a scumbag. You don't care that you're a fraud. You don't care that you're a liar. You don't care that you do underhanded backstabbing things. You simply just don't care. This shit is crazy. Heart 8, look, get yourself some popcorn, recline, and allow me to do what I want to do. This motherfucker's expecting the Alpha Striker, expecting me to unleash Super or Ultra or empty the Revenge meter right at the start. We like 10 minutes into the stream. Calm down, gang. We gonna get there. We gonna get there, don't worry. So, let's start at the very beginning. What caused this video? The cause of this video is me being terminated from the Weapon Wheel podcast. Terminated, whatever, cool, shit happens, people move on. That is the cause of this video. The reason of this video is because we have shady, lying, fraudulent individuals who try to lie in the community, who try to have this perception of these benevolent, uncaring people that make actions spontaneously, when in reality, they are very much calculated. Very much calculated. And I figured out that they were very much calculated about January 3rd or January 5th. But the reason this video even has to be made to begin with is because parties in question, parties I'm addressing, were given ample time, ample opportunity to respond in kind, to have a conversation, to be civil, to be adults. Fortunately, some people can't offer that kind of courtesy. They cannot. They would rather play a game for 140 hours, 240 hours, 300 hours. They would rather be live streaming, uploading, podcasting, doing whatever it is they want to do instead of just being a man and having a conversation. So now we're in March. Giving it 2 months. That's probably a month and a half longer than things even need to be for things to be addressed. So now you forced my hand. And when you forced my hand, the outcome, well, look, I don't want to hear about any complaints. At this point, parties in question have brought it on themselves. So, without further ado, let's start things from the very beginning. From the very, very beginning. December 16th, I made this video. Broken Games HD exposed again. He was not happy with this video. Oh boy, he was not happy. Not happy at all. See, he has this issue with anybody talking about his sugar daddies and Naughty Dog. God forbid I care about the aesthetics of the character I'm playing. Now, you can call me a hypocrite, which I'm not. You can say it's not important. You can say it's irrelevant. You can say it doesn't affect gameplay. You can say it's a non-fact. You can say all those things. And you'd be correct. But at the end of the day, that is still my opinion. You see the gunplas I got in the back? I don't build goofy suits. I build things I find aesthetically pleasing. And that doesn't mean it had to be a sexy woman or a muscle-bound man. I mean, I play games like Magnum. I play games like Magnum. I like things that look cool. But he, unfortunately, raging out, can't accept that. So I made this video saying, look, you're being a hypocrite because you feel the same way. You don't believe me? Look at Sylvando. Look at Sylvando on Dragon Quest XI. You did not want to play as Sylvando despite him being one of the best characters, despite him being a character that can buff everybody, because you called him zesty. Oh, I hate using him. I don't like using him. And the funny thing about this video that you're upset about, I didn't say a damn word. You said everything. I didn't say nothing. I just let you talk and let you contradict yourself. So, other people aren't allowed to have an opinion on wanting to play some plain-looking bald person that we find uninteresting, but you can complain about not wanting to play as Sylvano because he's zesty. December 16th. So, after December 16th, we're exposing DMs. Don't get it twisted. We are going to be exposing DMs tonight. December 18th. 2 days later, kind of ironic, kind of coincidental, especially when he was on the pod saying, you know, I can get anybody up out of here. I don't care. Piss me off. Watch what happens, Bond. Watch what happens. Look, I should have watched what happened because it did happen. So December 18th. Oh, hold on. Before we even get into this, I'm sorry. Hold on. We got to rewind real quick. Hold up. Hold up. We got to start real quick. I need to know if y'all can hear this. Let me know if you can hear these videos.
You know, sometimes you can't just go. Sometimes you have to listen to the audience, but sometimes you just got to make decisions. You can't, if you, whatever it is that you do and you run it, you can't just like go off of everything that your viewers say. So,
I thought of one more question, BG, because there's been a point of contention in the community.
Nope, that's not the right one. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Here's his video. I got you. One's in the chat if you can hear it. One's in the chat if you can hear those videos. Okay, y'all hear it. I need y'all to listen to this.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Terminated him and lit him off. You have a severance package? He fired him on his day off. Damn.
Listen, man, I'm not here to talk about any litigation. I'm staying away from it. I'm good, though.
I mean, it's true, isn't it?
I'm good. Just know I am good and well.
No, BG had the Inquisitor sign a termination agreement unknowingly.
Good well.
No, BG had the Inquisitor sign a termination agreement unknowingly. BG had the Inquisitor sign a termination agreement unknowingly. BG had the Inquisitor sign a termination agreement unknowingly. BG had the Inquisitor sign a termination agreement unknowingly.
He making the Inquisitor? He ain't getting it no more?
I'll give him a new name.
So, to establish what we're talking about today, because it was admitted in public, it was said in public, BG, Smooth, and the rest of the crew, yes, BG had me sign my termination papers unknowingly. Unknowingly. Now, that's not some underhanded, dirty, disgusting, despicable bullshit. Oh, we gonna get into it, but we got some more sound clips.
The nigga that looks proof and real evidence in the face and denies it was him, that's the nigga y'all want me to go talk to? The nigga that looks proof and real evidence in the face and denies it was him, that's the nigga y'all want me to go talk to?
Oh, we're going to have a lot of proof and evidence on this one. A lot of proof and evidence. I don't know how you're going to deny it, but we're going to have a lot.
BG, they saying you got no morals, boss.
I don't give a fuck what they think. I don't give a fuck what they think. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what they think. So, and by the way, just to answer the previous question, and let's be clear, I have no problem answering any question. I have no problem answering any question. Right? So anybody saying I'm dodging a question, I'm ready to answer all questions.
Nigga, you didn't answer me for a month and a half. What you mean you ain't dodging anything? Oh, I'm not dodging. I'm ready to answer any questions. Really? You were certified? You were emailed? You were certified and served legally? Still didn't answer anything? But you're not dodging? You ready to answer everything? Oh, okay. That's cool. okay. You gonna answer everything, not dodging nothing. Okay.
Oh, BG's a liar. Listen, there's a lot of people who don't like me on here. There's a lot of people who've made up narratives and lies about me and things like that. You know one thing I've never been called, as many names as people have called me? A liar. Nobody can say, oh man, that BG is just a liar. He just be... Nobody calls a liar. Listen, there's a lot of people who don't like me on here. There's a lot of people who've made up narratives and lies about me and things like that. You know one thing I've never been called, as many names as people have called me? A liar. Nobody can say, oh man, that BG is just a liar. He just be... Nobody calls me that shit.
Dog, a lot of people call you a liar. People on the podcast call you a liar. I called you a liar. Blandrew called you a liar. Lisa, when she caught you cheating, called you a liar. Dog, you are a liar. Like, what you want me to say? You're not a liar? You're not a liar. Okay. Keep in mind, he is not a liar. Not a liar. Not a liar. Let's keep going.
You know, sometimes you can't just go. Sometimes you have to listen to the audience, but sometimes you just got to make decisions. You can't, if you, whatever it is that you do and you run it, you can't just like go off of everything that your viewers say. So,
I thought of one more question, BG, because there's been a point of contention in the community too. Okay, it's a rumor out that you was asking certain people in the community, who should you remove from the podcast if you remove anybody? And Bond was the one that everybody came back and was like, yeah, get that buck tooth nigga out here. So is that true?
So what I did do is I did several random surveys, and I generally ask people, right?
Keep in mind, this was a decision he lied and initially said that was made solely by himself. But now he said he's going out and he's asking other parties and other individuals for feedback, mainly in the Discord, in Kofi's Discord, which is ironic because we're going to touch on this later. We were literally getting on him saying the Discord was saying he's watched that multiplayer in Marvel Rivals, and this guy used to say, who gives a damn what the Discord says? Why do you listen to those trolls? Who listens to those trolls? Apparently you did. So they're not good enough to listen to when they're criticizing your Marvel Rivals gameplay, but they're good enough to listen to when you want to decide whether it's me or Smooth getting kicked off. Nobody called me a liar. Okay.
If you could remove anybody, or I may have asked in that way, or who do you feel contributes the least to the podcast, just to gauge whether or not I was tweaking, right? Because I wanted to know, am I bugging in my feelings that he doesn't actually, he doesn't contribute as much as I think to being a better podcast, and the podcast would run better without him?
So that's another thing. He just admitted himself right there. He didn't ask other people if he wanted to remove me. He had already wanted to remove me. He just needed people to massage his ego to make sure that he was making the right choice so that he wouldn't get as much pushback when he got pushback, all right. Like, why do you gotta lie, dog? You want to say, oh, it was made by my choice, nobody else. Oh, I asked the Discord people. Oh, I was in Kofi's Discord. Oh, who cares what those Discord guys say? Oh, now I care what they say. Oh, I'd always wanted to get you off. I just wanted to make sure that me getting you off, other people agree with me getting you off. Like, dog, you can't keep your stories for nothing.
I asked a few randomized people, and yes, most people said Bond. So that's not what made me make the decision. I was going to make the decision anyway. But those people let me know that I wasn't tweaking. And these aren't people that, when I ask people these questions, these are not people who these are like, bro, some of these people don't even like me. So I ask like my haters, like most people would ask, oh, yes men questions, like people who they know are going to look for confirmation bias. I don't look for confirmation bias. I literally talk to people so that I know don't like.
Dog, you're so full of shit.
Like me, and ask them questions sometimes because I know they're like not going to kiss up to me.
So let's get back in the irrelevant files real quick. Let's pull this up real quick. Let's pull these, pull up some of these DMs because, you know, this is funny. Street saying BG is washed in Marvel. Trash ass store. They would be wrong, he says. Nigga, anyone can play decency when you're getting all the healing. You need to get in the Discord and fight back. They're talking greasy. This is so crazy. I'm not about to have this regarded combo with you today, Bon. You were getting washed. Shows I wasn't, and now it's anyone can do good when getting healed. Yes, anybody can do good when you're getting healed, BG. Literally, everyone will tell you in Rivals, you don't get heals, you can't do anything. That is false. You can do a lot without heals. They're saying Hawkeye was... fucking you. That's not true. I be owning without heals. Yes, and my friend made Grandmaster. Congrats. Blandrew. Discordian saying, this was you, BG, them, not me. So again, this isn't even me saying he's washed. This is people in the Discord saying he's washed. And now he's saying they're trolling. Nothing new. So we can listen to the Discord and the haters when they say, oh, let's kick Bond off because, you know, it aligns with you and your ego because you want to do that anyway. But when the same people say, oh, you're washed and they're posting images of you getting your back broken, now it's their trolling. Now it's their dumb. Now it's nothing new. Thanks, you know, please stop telling me what the Discord is saying. Niggas always gotta make jokes. So, again, it really doesn't matter what the Discord is saying. You are lying saying you're not looking for confirmation bias, yet you are. Because on one end, what the Discord is saying is irrelevant, but on the other end, you're saying, oh, the Discord, that decision, it validates my decision to remove Bond. Crazy. Absolutely nutty. Just imagine listening to the same people, and on one end, what they say doesn't matter, but on the other end, when it's something about other people, oh, then it matters. Crazy. Let's look through some comments real quick before we move on. Because I don't want to lose people's comments because we got a lot to go to. We got a lot to get into. I had to play that one video to show that they were talking about fucking me over in person, in public, live. That needs to be said because, you know, that sets the table. So this ain't me bullshitting you. They said they fucked me. So now we're going to prove how they fucked me. Bond's been cooking in the background. Haven't watched Web Wheel since they kicked you. How I found the crumb side. I haven't watched Web Wheel since Hard 8 was kicked out. Bond finally grew some balls. Stopped everything for this video. Tactical espionage back again. Hit that like button. Oh, we got one dislike. Man, F all that softish. Get to the suburban. Hard 8 is impatient. Bond cooking right now. Bond the type of employee to start a union. Bond going to expose Microsoft. Hard 8 in the building. My guy Hard 8, this bitch. He caught BG and Diddy in the same room. Crubside Cat Williams. Long-term booking. Oh, somebody's a JD from NYC fan. Fucking moving on. The Wii fanboys. BG heard Bond's name in the house, but it wasn't coming from his mouth. I don't get how people just say, get over it when you get... It's not about getting over it. We're over it. We're past it. Doing my own thing and doing it successfully. Getting good views, getting good money, getting good support. We're just exposing the bullshit. Oh shit, DMs is crazy. Oh yes, DM's about to be crazy. Because BG moved on from you, bro, you should shut up too. Nobody cared BG moved on. Of course he did. That clown didn't do some sucker shit. We hear you, we hear you, we hear you. The Inquisitor, yep, that's my new name. The Individual, yes, that's also my name. Y'all niggas just now hating BG. Where were you in 2017? He can't slow it or copyright it. Bond signed agreement unknowingly. I thought he was a master manipulator. He was in college, right? Oh, Q, we will get to that. BG moving like a bitter baby mama. Full sweat try hard. BG a liberal beta male bitch. What did you expect? Melodic punk. This is wild. Star Wheel, I said what I said. We stand with Bond. BG a liar. BG a liar. Xbox fans are in danger. You didn't stand with Hard 8. Look, I tried to bring Hard 8 back. We've already been through that. That shit is squashed. Whoa, BG cheated. Yes, he made a video about him crying online after he cheated on Lisa. Look, that's not something I exposed. That's something he said himself. So don't get mad at me. He's the one that told everybody, not me. I didn't tell anybody his personal business. He chose to tell people that. Random surveys, BG's a clown. Funny, because he did write a survey. And he wrote a survey on Weapon Wheel. And Jack came in first. I came in second. So we listened to random Discord haters on occasion when it's convenient, but we don't listen to fans that actually watch the show. Crazy, I know. I remember that Hard 8 video imitating BG's Uncharted 4 multiplayer raging. Bond got removed unfairly. The Patreon supporters said otherwise. Yeah, it's down. BG's in the chat. Yeah, it's been 2 months, and yeah, 2 months, dog. You could have like messaged me something if you didn't. Fake BG profile. Yep. Go to channel. Let's see. I don't even know. Probably a fake channel. Who knows? Yeah, you're kind of a loser to make a fake BG channel. Get rid of that. Okay, so we're caught up. So let's begin with the fuckery, where this shit started from the beginning. Where are we at? Where are we at? Let's navigate. Okay. So, now that we establish that they've publicly admitted to fucking me, we're going to explain how the fucking took place. And, oh, we got on the other monitor. That's why we can't see. All right. So we established this December 16th. December 18th. Hold on, give me a sec. December 18th, ironically 2 days later, he wants to send us all 1099s this weekend and a document his tax guy said we should all sign. This is for Jack, Bond, and Smooth. Apparently it went to Blandrew too, I confirmed that today. So, he's sending out the 1099 because you got to pay taxes on the Patreon. And he's saying that we have to sign this document from the tax guy. Now, why are we signing this document for the tax guy? We are signing it because I have suggested over the years, because come on, we don't have like a headquarters or a base of operations. It's an internet live stream. I have said repeatedly that we should move the LLC to Florida or Delaware, something that doesn't have an income tax. Because roughly what I pay in taxes on the Weapon Wheel podcast is probably $2,000 a year. So if I'm paying $2, Jack is paying $2, Smooth is paying $2. I don't know what BG is paying, but I know we're all making the same money. We're all paying $2. That's $6,000 plus we're paying in income taxes that we would not have to pay if we were in a state like Florida or a state like Delaware. And I've been on this dude about this for over a year. Like, dog, what are you doing? Just refile in a different state. But this man is so stubborn, he doesn't listen, he just does whatever he wants to do, and he does not care. Doesn't care. So, let's moving on. Smooth and Jack, check your email. We'll get on it tonight. I'm responding, nigga, I need to give this shit to my lawyer. Blandrew, this is how we're going down. This document is the hard 8 indictment. That's what I titled this document, the hard 8 indictment. And I said, Blandrew, this is how it's going down, because we just mysteriously get this document, this whole legal jargon document that has nothing to do with taxes. Just conveniently, days after I make that video, and days after he threatens to kick Blandrew off, now we get this document. And that's one thing I can't show to you on the screen. I can't show you this whole legal jumbo document. That's the one thing I can't show you. But I'm telling him, like, look, I need to give this to my lawyer. This looks like absolute bullshit. Blandrew, this is how we going down. The document is the hard 8 indictment. I cannot stress that enough. The hard 8 indictment to me means This is how we going down. This is how this nigga getting us up out of here. This is how we going up out of here. So, let me bring my face up here real quick. The reason I called this I know I misspelled indictment, come on. The reason I called this the Hard A indictment was part of what BG had us sign gave BG unilateral power to remove people from the podcast. Because remember, to add or to remove anybody prior to this document, you needed a vote. You had to have a vote. Had to be a majority vote. So for us to remove Hard 8, we had to get majority vote. That's what it was. You could not add or remove anybody without majority vote. All decisions made on the podcast were majority vote. But then this slimy, sneaky snake in the grass puts this document out, disguised as a tax document that gives him unilateral control to remove anybody he wishes. And just to fast forward real quick to get to the end of it, he used that power 8 hours later after I signed. So, let's move on. This is no longer a democracy of voting, but a dictatorship with vague terms for severance conveniently after last week. Conveniently after last week. So I'm calling him out on this, that this is no longer a democracy of voting, but now a dictatorship. And that you conveniently made this after I made that video exposing him. And Blandrew almost got kicked off. And again, this also gives him the rights to everything. So he can't even be challenged. So he says he would not own Planet Xbox. This is for Weapon Wheel. No, that's a lie, because Planet Xbox is uploaded to Weapon Wheel. So yes, he does own Planet Xbox. And he tried to own Nintendo Isle too, which he lied and said he wasn't trying to. Blandrew will clear that up later. But this is the standard release document the tax guy lawyer made that he recommended for when you doing tax business with anyone. Not about being beneficial or not, but the facts that it's an LLC. None of that had anything to do with taxes. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So, at this point, look, for better or for worse, if this was a random person, I would have called bullshit. But keep in mind, I've known BG for 15 years. We've been working together for 10 years. In the back of my mind, this kind of looks nefarious. But also I'm thinking, he wouldn't stab somebody in the back he's known for 15 years. He wouldn't stab somebody in the back. He's been doing business profitably for 10 years. There's absolutely no way. No way he would do this. My fault for believing that, but, look, I think anybody else in my position would have probably believed the same thing. Known him for 15 years. Look, you have your differences, your disagreements, your arguments. It's all fun and cool. We having fun. We're making money. We're making views. We're making subs. But his channel's looking good. No way to think that after 10 years, this dude will put a knife in my back. All the work I've done, all the promotion I've done, everything I've done. No, look, it looks shady, but dog, he would never do that. So I say, look, you finally took my advice. So what did the tax guy say about moving the LLC to Delaware, Florida, or an untaxed state? Yes, Q, it was signed. So look, we're all under the impression that this document is being signed so we can move the LLC to an untaxed state. He's talking about the tax man, all this. We're moving. That's gonna save. Everybody $2 grand plus. Gonna save BG money. Jack is on Twitter right now complaining about he's broke. Complaining he can't save money, which I don't know how, because you have my cut of the Patreon, Jack. Stop spending money on dumb crap. He's complaining that, money's tight, rent's going up, this, that, and the other. I bet you Jack would love to have an extra $2,000 plus in his pocket. I'm looking out for the homies. Look, this podcast has been running for a long-ass time. 10 years, 5 years, and it's probably going to keep going up. Paying $2,000 plus in taxes a year, 5 years, that's 10 grand. That money adds up. Most people don't even see the 2 grand we pay in taxes yearly, annually on their channels. So, what did he say about moving the LLC to Delaware, Florida, or an untaxed state? I'm going to, but have to file papers, have to pretty much pay a fee and close the LLC and refile a new state. Let the IRS know. It's all stuff that can take weeks to months. Yeah, I've been telling you for over a year. It's better long term. It's better long term. Oh, hold up. Where do we go? Hit the wrong button. Give me a sec. Follow the story. We get into the good parts. Maybe I don't want to show this, but he sends me the agreement. So he sends me the agreement, right? Bro, I need to show you how big of a snake this dude is right here. Need y'all to see this. He wanted this signed by the beginning of the new year. Said January 1st was the deadline. Look, this is the holiday time. This is Hanukkah. This is Christmas. This is family. I even told him, nobody right now has any time to get a lawyer or any kind of legal advice to have anybody look over these documents right now, BG. Why are you putting this on us right now, 5 days before Christmas? Hell, even my birthday is December 23rd. You're putting this on us right now, right at the end of the year. Oh, it needs to be signed. We got to get by January 1st. Oh, we got to get by January 1st. It needs to be signed. I'm like, no, we don't even have anybody to look at it. Nobody. But you know what? I trusted BG. I'm like, you know what? I trust you, dog. Like, hold on, how do I do this? Hold on, I'm gonna edit this real quick because I don't want any government names. Give me 2 seconds. I don't want anybody complaining about doxing or name dropping or anything. So let me just cut that out real quick. So, I was like, look, I'm trying to get this tax thing done. Better or worse, gotta put my faith in BG. It is what it is. I know that we're being rushed. Whatever. I don't like it, but I don't think BG is going to do anything shady. And guess what? Dog, I signed this agreement, right? Not even 8 hours later, this nigga woke up and hit and attached a termination notice. If that is not grimy and premeditated, I don't know what is. Signed it. 8 hours later, terminated. The dude used the document to bypass the voting process of Weapon Wheel. That was his goal. He disguised a tax document or a conversation about moving the LLC to an untaxed state to get a document that gave him unilateral control, thus bypassing the voting process of Weapon Wheel, because Alex, Jack, Blandrew, and Smooth said they would not have voted me off. So this was the only way he could vote me off, or get me off, pause, was to lie, fraud, and deceive, and disguise a so-called tax document as a document that gave him unilateral control, so not even 8 hours later, he could terminate. That's crazy. Don't let anybody or him tell you he went to other people to ask who he should get rid of, or he had a conversation with me, or no. He knew this. This was all premeditated. Period. This document of mine, I signed at 11:58, January 1st. He woke up at 9:02 and sent the termination email notice. Is that not the most scumbag shit ever to happen on YouTube? This is the guy that says he's not a liar. Nobody can call him a liar. Nobody can call him a fraud. I gotta read some comments because this is wild. Straight up fraudulence, deception. Also illegal what he did too. Straight out illegal. Weapon Wheel Rico, Heart8, you getting Fable. Did you sign the document? Yes, I did. Y'all signed a document to give BG unilateral power. You're crazy. Yes, we were. He was rushing us. He knew what he was doing by presenting that during the holiday season where people were in a rush and nobody had time to check anything. Broken Games DSP, a low-cal liar. Holy Gamers, Snake, why did y'all sign? That's sneaky. Damn, I'm late. I'm watching Brave New World. BG moving like Elon Musk. Signed. Lawsuit. Why did you just sign despite the red flags? Because unfortunately, after knowing somebody for 15 years and working for them for 10 years, you put trust and faith in people. Fortunately, I should never have trusted somebody who admitted to cheating. BG, a dictator. He snaked y'all big time. Signed a 360 deal, crazy work. Bond is a fool. You're not wrong. Smooth sold his podcast to BG. Yes. BG owns Planet Xbox. BG probably also owns everything Smooth uploads and his channel as well. Y'all know if I was there, that would have never got signed. Absolutely. Blandrew will get into that later. I heard Keemstar is creating a lockout crumb side. BG is a black jelly heller. I did live with some guy who wanted dictatorship. We all stopped supporting him. Fell for the banana in the tailpipe. You ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Fell for the TLC deal. BG wanted your soul like The Rock. Delaware has income tax bond, though. I think you said it didn't. Nah, I know Florida doesn't. Oh, I'm sorry. Delaware has no sales tax. You're right. He said that, but also read it, even saying he should give it to a lawyer. The wording was in the paperwork. So why, dog, you put trust in people mistakenly. Look, no matter what you think about BG or anybody else in your life, if you know them for 15 years and you work with them for 10 years, you are not expecting to get a bullet in the back of your brain. You didn't listen. I told y'all BG was a snake, and you thought, no. You can't lie on me like that, Heart8. I never said nobody was my friend. I accidentally said you're my friend, but nobody else. Not to mention all the complaining and detailing. BG found them MWA contracts. I feel like some of the people on Weapon Wheel Podcast hasn't been through though to leave BG. Let's see. Damn bond. I think Delaware only exempts sales tax. You are right. I mentioned that. LLC, Delaware has state income tax, but yes, okay, everybody, I was wrong. They have no sales tax. It's Florida that has income tax. BG is into the business. This was foretelling when he was removed. Wow. I mean, yeah, he did scam that dude off of PlayStations and selling broken hardware and welching on bets and deleting alternate channels and tapping a PlayStation out a window when he didn't really push it. BG out here doing cutthroat business. If Jack is complaining, then why does he start his own live stream to make more money? They see now I want an apology from everyone that doubted me already. He snaked y'all like crazy. Should have listened to 8 and stuck to the NPC rule. You ain't wrong. People keep saying, why did you sign Bond? Like Bond didn't just say he knew BG for 15 years and didn't think he would do that. Agreed. If this was anybody else, would not have put that kind of faith in it. Would not have. Definitely would not have. Okay, Omega Loser is Bond's lawyer. Oh, no, he's not. We have multiple of those, but they're not Bond's lawyers. Maybe you could apply for an equitable remedy to have the contract rescinded. There is an equitable remedy known as mistake under contract law. Oh, dog, we've already contacted that. Don't worry. Legal has been handled thoroughly. Don't worry about that part. Yeah, someone rushes you to put the pen on the dotted line. Always trouble. Trusting BG is like trusting Lucifer. Ain't gonna lie, just start talking about your game collections. Something's a wrap. Dog, like, I'm sorry. If you're anybody out here supporting BG, doing business with BG, collaborating with BG, block me now. I don't want anything to do with you. I don't want to be in the same room with you. I don't want to speak to you. I don't want to talk to you. If I knew anybody in my real life that was scamming and snaking and backstabbing and putting knives and bullets in people's backs, I would never want to associate with that person nor anybody else that's associated with that person. Well, you know what they say? Birds of a feather, they flock together. So if you're still over there, y'all can unsubscribe, dislike, can you unfavorite, reverse favorite? I don't know. Leave. You're not welcome here. I don't want lying. I don't want people that support snaking scumbags supporting my channel. Period. Super grimy. So you made a great financial advice for your boys. Yes, me. I went out of my way to try to get more money in people's pockets. To get more money in Jack's pocket. To get more money in Smooth's pocket, to get more money in my pocket, to get more money in BG's pocket. And what do I get for my troubles? A knife to the back and a bullet to the brain. Crazy. Y'all got scammed, fired, and lied to, and BG run to a poll about him after the receipts are shown. Crazy. Notice of termination, I'm crying. Grand opening, grand closing. Last 2 episodes were boring. That's what you meant by well played on X. Yes, Arcade4247 is right. When I said well played, I knew exactly what he did. Exactly. This gotta be illegal. Oh, it's 1,000% illegal. 100,000% illegal. 1 million, 1 billion, 1 trillion% illegal. He put a bad look on you, New York dude. No, he ain't put a bad look on New York dudes. New York dudes have always had bad look. This is some wild shit. Insert smart black guy meme. This is some slimy New York villain shit. The colored milkman. Yes, people. This was some straight up Brooklyn scam tree shenanigans. Oh, but we're not done. We're just getting started. Oh, there's more. Oh, we got more. So let's see. I don't think you need to see this, but January 2nd, Weapon Wheel Podcast, Notice of Termination. This letter serves as a formal notice. Blah, 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 blah. We appreciate your contributions. Blah, 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 blah. So let's get to some of the DMs. Let's get more to the juicy things. Hey, Bond, I appreciate your contributions to the podcast for the last 10 years. And remember, he has said all this in public. So I'm not telling you anything he has not already said in public. Everything he said is in public. He admitted to snaking me with Smooth and them. They admitted publicly, video, podcast, that they snaked me. He has told you the same exact thing publicly. So this is nothing that y'all have not heard before. So don't even go there with that. Hey, Bond, I appreciate your contributions to the podcast for the last 10 years, and I've decided we will be moving on forward without you, so you will be no longer part of the podcast. I will send you your last check within the next 2 weeks. Wish you the best. So I say, this is weird. Remember, he blocked me too. This is after he blocked me. So I say, okay, man, good working with you. You know, I don't really know the reason. I say, you know, because we're still on break at this point. I say, whatever, you know, if you ever change my mind, I'm still around. I mean, I think he's pissed off because of that video I made exposing him because of Blandrew. So whatever, he's terminating me. Maybe he'll blow over. Like, I acted rash. By we, was this a majority vote? Hold on, let me get my comment section back up. By we, was this a majority vote, correct? Because I'm thinking, well, why would Smooth, Alex, Blandrew, Jet, why would they vote me off? He says, no, this was my decision. I let the others know right before I messaged you. They did not know I was going to do this. And I'm thinking, at this moment, I'm thinking, wait, you can't do that. You can't just boot me without a vote. And then I realize this snaking mother effer put a clause where he had unilateral control of who is added and removed. So he went through all of that to bypass the voting process because he did not want to go through another Hard 8 situation where a vote had to be placed. Because look, if they put this up to a vote, rest assured, one, it wasn't going to go BG's way. Two, I would have made a video like, yo, they're trying to vote me off. What do y'all guys think? It would have been a spectacle. He did not want that, so he quietly did this in the shadows. Another thing, too, it's not a coincidence that he did all of this also during our break period. like, you know, Weapon, when we go on break after the New Year during the holidays, he wanted all of this done at a time where we were going to be on a break period. That way things can die down. That way there wouldn't be any kind of immediate blowback. That way he would not have to answer questions right away. Bond is no longer part of the Whippoorwill podcast. This is my decision. I've made it on my own and no one else was involved. I appreciate his contributions and I wish him the best. Now, people right here are confused because they're like, wait, whoa. What do you mean you made the decision? It has to be a team decision. It has to be a vote. But no, liars and scammers made it so voting does not have to matter. Thank you for pulling this boss move. Now he's going to cry on his life. For a guy who claims he doesn't care, spent 90 minutes holding back tears because he is no longer welcome. By the way, he is lying. I'm lying. He's saying I'm a liar. Humpmaster Flux was the first touting PC. No, he wasn't. Because he's still using those dusty-ass 670s in SLI. Who the hell is still using SLI in 2025? Hard 8 probably just had a heart attack, a stroke, and fell out of his chair, hearing not 6070s, 670s in SLI. No, you know how dusty that is? Who is using SLI? No, we are about to get the 6000 series cards. Humpmaster Flex is using 670s. Mugen Lord, I like that guy. Subscribe to his channel, watch him. Bruh, wasn't even man enough to tell you that is some spineless shit. I have no reason to watch the podcast. Bond is going. Oh, spineless shit. Little did y'all know. Little did y'all know. Tony. Message Tony. I know we ain't always agree on shit, but who really does? Appreciate the interactions and even the harsh criticisms, because, you know, Tony did give some valid criticisms. Sometimes I thought it was not valid, but other times I thought it was valid. Reba Hashiri, $5. Bond, any chance we get Hard 8 in there? You got to get roasted live by him for not following your NPC rule. You owe us that big time for taking this L. Nah, Hard 8 can't come in, but I will show up on AGS Sunday. He can roast me there if he wants to. I'll take that roasting on AGS. I deserve it. Anyway. Tony says, of course, man, for sure. And I appreciate the kind words. Hope everything works out for you in the end. So now the question is, you said you and a few others knew that you didn't want to snitch. That 100% means Jack also knew. No way he told you and a few others and Jack wasn't plugged in. I think I have no proof. I could not definitively say one way or another, but I think Jack was plugged in. If you put a gun to my head and said, do you think Jack is plugged in? Gun to your head. I'm saying he's plugged in. He was plugged in. So here's another bullshit lie. He said that he asked, I sound like Hard 8. He asked contrarians, haters, people in the Discord, people that weren't necessarily yes men, his haters. He said that he asked those people, should they get rid of Bond? Does Tony fit into that category? Is Tony a hater? Is Tony a Discord dweller? Is Tony a contrarian? Is Tony one of BG's haters? I don't think so. Sounds to me like you lying. Sounds to me like you lying. But we can go right over here. Back to the smoking guns. Let's see. Where was it?
You know, sometimes you can't just random surveys. And I
asking certain people in the community, who should you remove from the podcast if you remove it?
go off of.
It's a rumor out that you was asking certain people in the community, who should you remove from the podcast if you remove anybody? And Bond was the one that everybody came back and was like, yeah, get that buck nigga out of here. So is that true?
So what I did do is I did several random surveys. And I generally ask people.
Random surveys, huh? Tony's random. Tony's random. Random surveys, huh? But Tony's random. Crazy, right? Crazy. Tony's random. Okay. Prince Joker, live stream, where Jack buried the issue of Hard 8. Do you think guilt is based on slimy shit? I don't know. But random surveys. Okay, let's continue.
Right. If you could remove anybody, or I may have asked in that way, or who do you feel contributes the least to the podcast, just to gauge whether or not I was tweaking, right? Because I wanted to know, am I bugging in my feelings that he doesn't actually, he doesn't contribute as much as I think to being a better podcast, and the podcast would run better without him? I asked a few randomized people, and yeah.
A few randomized people. Are Kofi and Tony randomized people, everybody? Are Tony and Kofi randomized people? Are they just random Discord dwelling haters? Are they? Because I don't think they are. And look, I apologize to Kofi and I apologize to him on AGS because, you know, the way I was gathering information, the way information was coming to me, it felt and it sounded like Kofi was the one scheming on me. My bad, Kofi. You weren't.
Most people said Bond. So that's not what made me make the decision. I was going to make the decision anyway. But those people let me know that I wasn't tweaking anything.
See, he was going to make the decision anyway. And yes, he was going to make the decision anyway because 8 hours later, he made that decision. After pressuring us over the holidays to make that decision. I don't even know why he asked a survey for that decision when he knew what he was going to make. And he's lying about that too because maybe he did send a survey, maybe he didn't. But he did not just send it to randomized people. There are people in the community that have told me they were directly asked by BG.
These aren't people that, when I ask people these questions, these are not people who these are like, bro, some of these people don't even like me. So I ask like my haters, like most people would ask, oh, yes, man, questions. Like,
are Tony and Kofi haters, everybody? Are Tony and Kofi haters?
People who they know are going to look for confirmation bias. I don't look for confirmation bias. I literally talk to people that I know don't like me and ask them questions sometimes because I know they're like not going to kiss up to me.
But yet you get mad at the people in the Discord for saying you watched and Marvel Rivals. Okay. Okay. Oh, man. Obviously, BG was plotting for some time. Johnson C., you ain't wrong. You ain't wrong. Where were we? Where were we? Hold on, let me get my train of thought back. Okay. Oh, here's a smoking gun right here. Smoking gun. Well, Yokio, I ain't gonna say shit. What's done is done. Well, I did say shit, so expose me, call me a liar. I did what I did. He asked me and a few people in Tony's Discord who watched the pod, how could they improve the pod? And if they could kick a member, who would it be? Now, does that sound like a randomized survey? Does that sound like sending a message to your haters? Does that sound like sending a message to people that don't like the podcast and disagree with you? He asked Tony and a few other people in Kofi's Discord. 1, that's not a random survey. 2, that's not random people. 3, that is not randomized haters. If they can prove, who would they kick? And keep in mind, he just did a poll the week prior, which had me second to Jack by a little bit, while Smooth Alex and everybody else were at the bottom. Anyway, he asked me and a few people in Kofi's Discord who watched the pod, how could they improve the pod? I'm glad he likes to ask other people how they can improve the pod, because he never listens to when the pod asks him we should do this to improve. Funny, right? He will ask Kofi. You know, this is so funny. How many times does this dude clown Kofi for trying to take ideas from him, trying to copy off him, trying to sun him, saying, oh, your little brother this, oh, your little brother that, I'm Big Bosa, I'm Big BG. Yet instead of asking the actual squad, the team, what can we do better, or listening to our suggestions on how we can do better, you go to Kofi's Discord, dog, and then lie about it? Talking about random surveys to haters and people that don't like you? Like, why do you, like, I just don't understand why people have to lie like I will not find out and expose you. Tony continues says, and when it came back to who they said should kicked, it was me. Now, why would people in the Discord not want to kick me? Most people don't like me. They don't like me because what's the number one thing people do not like and do not appreciate? Truth and accountability. And I serve those up in spades. He said he was just asking for feedback on the pod, not that he made the decision, but the fact he was asking made me think he was considering kicking you. Now look, I don't blame Tony for this. I don't blame Kofi for this. They were asked the question, and regardless how they answered, they answered. The decision was made by the snake, by the liar, by the fraud, by the scammer. But I'm glad he listens to Kofi's Discord, because he sure as hell doesn't listen to our Discord, or not our Discord, not anymore, but the Weapon Wheel Discord, when they are clowning him about he's washed in Rivals. And then this is, when I was blocked and I realized, oh, I'm not a God role anymore. I don't have any role anymore. He just removed me, and I guess that's cool. So I'm no longer in the Discord anymore. I have no reason to be in the Discord anymore. The Discord is a freaking echo chamber of... There's some cool people in the Discord. I will say that. There is a lot of good discussion to have in the Discord. But at the same time, BG just lets it run wild. He doesn't try to tame it. He doesn't try to control it. All the times there's been arguments and crazed lunacy on the Discord and on the After Dark, it fell to me to bring peace to the Discord, because God forbid he could be bothered with it. Oh man, not Mr. King Midas Almighty on his throne. Oh, I can't be bothered with that. Just let Hardhead deal with it, where Hardhead is probably part of some of the issues. Don't believe me? Look at him and Wonton going at it almost all the time. Here's another fun thing about the Discord real quick. The Discord is supposed to be a place to have discussions and to promote content. Whenever Jack uploads, I try to like and retweet. Whenever Smooth or anybody else uploads, I try to like, favorite, retweet. I try to push it out there. You will probably not find many instances of BG pushing out anybody's content on the pod. Maybe a couple Nintendo aisles, maybe Planet Xbox, maybe a couple Jack streams. Find me a time where he retweeted or pushed out one of my videos or said, hey, check out Bond's videos. Every video I make, be sure to check out What We Will Podcast, be sure to check out Blandrew, Smooth, Alex, BG, check out everybody, hit that like, subscribe, favorite. I'm always down for the squad, supporting, trying to make everybody grow. He cannot be bothered to do that. Could not be bothered to do that. And that's funny to me. And no, I'm not trying to mock Hard 8 with his it's funny. I'm just saying it's really funny. Because, again, just let things roll wild, just do whatever you want to do, but, supposed to be a team, but you're not playing as a team. Here's the funniest thing. I think I've already gone over this. He's talking about derailments, and we're trying to stay on topic, even though he let Wonton and Hard 8 derail the whole podcast recently to have some argument over some fuck shit that nobody even cares or wants to talk about. So we can just skip that. This is just crazy. But he's just like, you know what? I can't make a video. I can't address this. I can't even make a short Twitter video. I'm just going to put this up right here. This man right here. I'm just going to write a disclaimer. Black Bomb was removed from the podcast, who I believe will result in a smoother, overall better podcast and conversation, even though I let Wonton and Hardhead go crazy and insult each other for a half an hour. That is truly the simple explanation, which I believe is fair to give to the Patreon members. Nothing more to it. Lies. One, it's not fair, and two, there was way more to it. If there wasn't much more to it, then when people visited Brooklyn, I wouldn't have to be playing MechWarrior, seeing y'all live in Brooklyn, wondering, did I just miss an invite? Like, look, if I don't come, or I don't want to come to Brooklyn, that's one thing. But to just not invite somebody, I should have known right then. Should have known right then. Oh, hold up. Gotta get to the next thing real quick. Okay. So let's talk about another fraudulent piece of activity. Actually, now let's go with a couple of these comments real quick. I just gotta check these real quick, guys. I need to make sure that they are YouTube safe. Yeah, okay. I got you. This is where I want to go. All right. Here we go. Back at it. Here are some of the comments when BG finally did come back. You cut Bond's nuts off behind his back. You're a true homemade bitch and can't even confront someone like a man, at least tell them over the phone. This dude gave 9 years of his life to your podcast, and you can't even have the decency or respect to have a conversation with him man to man. You have a yellow stripe going down your back, and everything you do, something like this, it's going down. Keep getting repainted. I mean, it's crazy that this guy is right, because, he kind of did cut my nuts off behind my back. This was something that was happening, apparently. BG deleting comments under his latest video and blocking everyone asking about this made me lose 100% respect for him. I never fuck with Bond, but why does that man think it's okay to treat viewers in Bond like they're irrelevant garbage? Y'all unsub and stop supporting him. Greatest Bond tales of all time, BG. I'm not a liar. Appreciate it, Joker. Oh, here we get to the Blandrew saga. I'm one more joke away from getting kicked off a weapon wheel. Now, I want y'all to remember this, right? Blandrew said this December 15th. I'm one more joke away from getting kicked off a weapon wheel. Let me zoom in so y'all can read that. December 15th, right? Where are we at here? That was December 15th. My video was December 16th. And not only 2 days later, December 18th, BG was ready. Sign that document. He was not lying when he said he gonna get Blandrew or me or whoever the fuck up out of here. As soon as he started threatening Blandrew to get off, my man already went into deception mode. He's like a Decepticon. Transform. You know that sound. Everybody, a lot of people around my age right here. You watch G1, Soundwave, the Autobots, like they be transforming and stuff. No, Blandrew said, I'm one more joke from getting kicked off. This man said, bet. 2 days later, hey, my man went through his Moon Eyes plan. Thought he was Madara. And unlike Madara, the Moon's Eye plan succeeded. But now, it gets even better. Because we got the whole Blandrew saga right here. So, let me cut my camera on real quick. We were told. I'm sorry, we weren't told. We were lied to and said that Blandrew never left Weapon Wheel. Blandrew was never on Weapon Wheel, or he was never going to be threatened to kick off Weapon Wheel, and, oh, Blandrew never left. Blandrew can come back whenever he wants. It's okay if Blandrew comes back. This guy is such a liar. Bond, you too old to be doing them sound effects. Well, I'll give you another one from another classic cartoon. This man, BG, probably had his cats chilling right on his lap, like Dr. Claw. had his little claw up, and he was like, "I'll get you, Bond. Next time. Acting like he Dr. Claw and shit. Oh my God, the fraudulence. Crazy. Say never threatened to kick Blandrew off, and Blandrew never left. Blandrew is always welcome back on. Nah. You ain't gonna bullshit with that, because you're about to expose that too. Right now. So I'm bringing receipts tonight. Oh, we got receipts tonight. Let's bring up Blandrew. Oh, man, that Dr. Claw. Whew. Don't try that too often. Blandrew lives. Remember, he wanted us to sign that document? He used it to gain full legal control of the pod. Severability, release, and waiver. I even called him on it, stating that this makes the pod a dictatorship, not a democracy. Hell, now he even owns Planet Xbox and all of our likenesses. He said no, it was for taxes, but that was a lie. He put it under the disguise of taxes, but the LLC was never filed for a different state. Blandrew responds, sorry you got kicked. What was the reason? I come back from Sonic. This guy's still playing Sonic 3, and see you got kicked. Blandrew, I know the reason. Blandrew, be careful, man. See, I'm quick to the game. It only took me 1 day to figure this bullshit out. Only 1 day. I was on it, January 3rd. What happened? If I'm gonna have to start walking on eggshells, I'll be leaving. And Blandrew left. And here's the smoking gun. Wow, that's scummy. He wanted Nintendo Isle 2. Now, this man straight up lied and said he was not trying to acquire Nintendo Isle. And right here you can see Blandrew saying he wanted Nintendo Isle 2. But Blandrew never signed it over. So don't even come at me with this bullshit about him not acquiring Planet Xbox and owning it, and not trying to get Blandrew to own it too, because he was trying to acquire Blandrew's stuff too. Blandrew says that's scummy. He wanted the Nintendo Isle 2, but he never signed it over. Blandrew says I didn't trust it, and he listened to his gut. And you know what? Blandrew made the right choice. I would have been in the same boat as Blandrew, but again, 15 years and 10 years employment, you don't think that's going to do something with it. Now, BG will lie to you and say that Blandrew never left Weapon Wheel and he's not leader. He's welcome back. But Blandrew says it right here. I'm officially done with Weapon Wheel. That is horrible leadership on his end. Screen cap it, tweet it, whatever you want. Smoking gun right there. He lied about trying to acquire Blandrew's show, his pod, or whatever you want to call it. He lied. Like, he just lied. He lied about Blandrew leaving, which he did. Blandrew done with Weapon Wheel. Claims BG's a horrible leader. I don't know why using his own, I don't know why, this is in regards to me making that video and Blandrew coming at him. What was that game that Blandrew was talking about? Plucky Squire, Lucky Squire? Somebody type it in the chat. I'm not really sure what it's called. Whatever, Blandrew was talking about some game and was just basically showing, See, when me and Blandrew make arguments, we don't argue back and forth. We just use what you said. So Blandrew makes the point, I don't know why using his own quotes against him bothers him so much. I almost got kicked for citing something that he said. Well, hey, so I got kicked. So, dog, if you don't believe me, believe in Blandrew. Believe in the Shield. Blandrew never left Weapon Wheel. He's always welcomed back. January 4th, dog. Before their even first podcast back came. I don't know when they came back. It took a 2-3 week break. But Blandrew even says it. January 4th. No need. I'm officially gone. I just left. So, how's that not a lie? Saying that Blandrew never left. Blandrew left. He says it right here. He's officially gone. But Blandrew never left. No, he left. He's not shown up. He left the Discord. He doesn't go into After Dark anymore. If he ever did, he doesn't show up in the comments section. He's gone on AGS. He is gone. You can lie to everybody and say you weren't trying to acquire Nintendo Isle. Blandrew exposed you. You can lie to everybody and say that Blandrew was never kicked off or wasn't being threatened or that he never left. No, he left. Well, I'm exposing everybody tonight, dog. We expose him. And you know what's funny? BG likes to complain about Blandrew's reliability and how he never shows up and, you know, how he can't count on him. And yet, a day after getting rid of thee, this man tried to talk to Shokyo to get another Nintendo guy on. Now, nothing against Shokyo. If there's one guy that's less reliable than Blandrew, it's 1000% Shokyo. Shokyo is on Frieza time. I'm sorry. He is. He's on Frieza time. I told you I'm exposing everything. Exposing everything. Let's continue. Blandrew lives. That's crazy. As sad as it is to say, black people will screw you over more than anyone else. It's why I never believed the white man is my biggest oppressor when it's always been my own kind. And you know what? I've said the same thing. I've said the same thing numerous times. That's why I live in the burbs. That's why I'm the suburban savage. I don't dwell in the cities. No offense, Hardy. I don't really like going to Philly, but this is exactly what I said. And you know what? They were saying the same. They were making fun of Blandrew for these kind of comments. They were making fun of Blandrew for this kind of rhetoric. They were calling him Blandrew Tate. But what do you call people that prove you right? What do you call it when you make a statement of claim that is validated? And if BG didn't validate it, then... Oh, man. You know, it's funny, that whole Discord loves to pretend that they're so pro-black. But if anything, you ask me, they really don't like black people. They conditionally like black people. When you're kissing their ass or you're sucking their dick, then they like black people. Trying like he tried to recruit Shokyo has a significant following. That's why he tried to bring him on. Because let's be real. He wants people that aren't going to challenge him, but are also going to boost traffic coming to his channel. Shokyo's got a sizable following. It is what it is. Also, the fact that the podcast even had to get all this paperwork done is ridiculous. We're talking about video games. We're just talking about video games from all areas around the world. If we were in person and had a building we would meet at, then I would get it. And Blandrew, if we had a building that we met at, it wouldn't be called Weapon Wheel. It would be called Brooklyn Skill Tree. And we all know what happened to a Brooklyn Skill Tree. Shout out to Red Infamy TV. Whew. Man. Exposing frauds today. Right here. Because I'm a good teammate. I'm a supportive black individual. I'm for the culture. I'm for people growing, expanding. Good video, Blandrew. Has BG reached out to you? Thank you. And no, he hasn't reached out. But I'm not blocked yet, though, LOL. But I'm also not looking to come back. I left Jack. I left Planet Xbox. I left the Weapon Wheel Discord. I'm getting away from the community entirely. But remember, everybody, remember, Blandrew never left. Blandrew never left. I keep hearing the lie that Blandrew never left. When Blandrew not only left Weapon Wheel, he left the Weapon Wheel Discord, he left Jack, he left Planet Xbox. Blandrew, as Hard 8 and many of you call him, a stand-up guy, a stand-up gentleman, a stand-up individual, go sub his channel. Blandrew left everything that was affiliated and everyone that was affiliated with BG. So he didn't just leave Weapon Wheel. He left Planet Xbox, he left Jack, he left the Discord. Anybody associated with Weapon Wheel, Blandrew left. But remember, we were told that Blandrew never left. Blandrew can come back whenever he wants. This sounds like leaving to me. It's like a girlfriend leaving you, dumping you, breaking up with you, divorcing you, and saying, well, she never left, but, she can come back whenever she wants. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh, man. This is the end of Blandrew. To be honest, it's really only Jack and BG still there. He's not wrong. Respectfully, Kid Smooth has been checked out mentally, which he has. I mean, Kid Smooth is literally just eating every podcast. He's just got a shrimp boil or pasta, burgers, chicken, rice. My man pull up to every podcast like it's Thanksgiving. So yes, Kid Smooth has checked out mentally, and Alex, no offense to Alex, Alex is what do they call that in comedy? Your short man, your hype man. What do they call that? Hard A, you watch comedy. What do they call the other guy in comedy? Is it the hype man? The short man? I don't know what it's called. But yes, Alex is... Well, I'm not saying his takes are irrelevant, but Alex is more the lighthearted comedy relief. He's the guy that Blandrew says is oozing with charm. So Alex has been checked. Kitsu has been checked out. It's literally just BG and Jack. Alex just shows up for laughs. Blandrew, what is happening? So, clearing that up real quick because apparently people tried to lie. Hold up. Let's play it again.
Oh, BG's a liar. Listen, there's a lot of people who don't like me on here. There's a lot of people who've made up narratives and lies about me and things like that. You know one thing I've never been called, as many names as people have called me? A liar. Nobody can say, oh man, that BG is just a liar. He just be... Nobody calls me that shit around here.
Well, 478 people will be calling you a liar right now. They are the straight man. That's what it is, a straight man. That's what it's called. Let me type that in. It's a straight man. Straight man in comedy. Yep, also known as a comedic foil. There you go. Let's play it one more time.
Oh, BG's a liar. Listen, there's a lot of people who don't like me on here. There's a lot of people who've made up narratives and lies about me and things like that. You know one thing I've never been called, as many names as people have called me? A liar. Nobody can say, oh man, that BG is just a liar. He just be... Nobody calls me that shit around here.
So, I need to ask you guys in the chat, am I making up narratives? Am I? Is this man not a liar? Is he not a liar? Seems like a liar to me. Seems like a two-faced liar to me. I mean...
BG, they saying you got no morals, boss.
I don't give a fuck what they think.
Hey, look, Jack ain't wrong. He got no morals and he don't care.
I don't give a fuck what they think.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a fuck what they think. So, and by the way, just to answer the previous question, and let's be clear, I have no problem answering any question.
Oh, you have a lot of problems answering questions. Not only do you have a problem answering questions, you have a problem telling the truth. And morals, I don't like to go here. I don't like to get into things personally. But again, you said it, not me. You admitted it, not me. You uploaded it, not me. But cheaters don't have morals. They don't.
Right? So anybody saying I'm dodging a question, I'm ready to answer all questions. So anybody saying I'm dodging a question, I'm ready to answer all questions. So anybody saying I'm dodging a question, I'm ready to answer all questions. So anybody saying I'm dodging a question, I'm ready to answer all questions.
Sure you are. Sure you are.
The nigga that looks proof and real evidence in the face and denies it was him, that looks proof and real evidence in the face and denies it was him. The nigga that looks proof and real evidence in the face and denies it was him. The nigga that looks proof and real evidence in the face and denies it was him. That's the nigga y'all want me to go talk to?
Is he talking to himself or about himself? He was talking about himself, right? I think he was talking to himself. I think he was. Huh. Interesting. Crazy. So let me read some chats real quick, and then we'll get back to some more exposing. I know Hard 8 about to have a fucking field day on Sunday. Mike Cassius, you were the one who promoted the podcast way more so than the owner of it. Of course, this shit is crazy. This sounds familiar. Hard 8 anyone. You promoted all of them and even gave Shokyo a shout out for I know him Shokyo, non-Shokyo time. What do you mean? He just uses people because he has nothing of value to offer personally. Guy is boring as AF. He got you like Shawn Michaels super kid. Black Bond was Arthur telling Dutch he gave everything, but while Dutch left on without Micah. BG's writing is so funny for someone who majored in communications. This isn't just a normal firing. This is BG ending a 15-year friendship of 15 years out of nowhere. This is crazy. This guy BG is acting like a professional. 15 years? He never liked you. I know that. I wonder if BG's wife has something to do with it. Well, we'll never know. I don't like to give conjecture. I'm just going about the facts and receipts. BG used chat GBT to write that disclaimer. They were never friends. That was telling. Bro, this sounds like a strong case of envy. I don't know what you mean by that. You make Hard 8... You make Hard 8 look like a prophet. This man might change his name to Prophet 8 times. Not only did he not like Bond, he hated him because Bond exposed him and frequently made him look stupid on many occasions. Narcissists hate that the most. How others perceive them is everything. I'm not taking no advice from that nigga with Star Wars helmets tooted up on his wall. Well, when you know people that work in Disney and you get the authentic helmets that are worn in the movies, that are 501st certified, those things cost around $600 a pop, some of them. You come call me and tell me. Look, I'm not turning down a $600 gift. And look, I don't hide the fact that I'm a nerd. I've got a crap load of games right here. I've got Star Wars helmets here. I've got a bunch of Gunplas right here. I got a Sazabi building right there. I mean, I got a white sheet on my table, or on my coffee table right there, because it's black. I don't want to lose pieces, so it's just easier if it's a table of white so I can see everything. You act like if I have girls come over, they don't see all of this. They do, and they don't mind, because if a chick likes you, a chick likes you. Speaking of which, let me fire back some text real quick. Blacktooth is here. Can't leave the ladies hanging too long dealing with y'all. Okay. Koopa Cage. Don't mention Plucky Squire to BG. BG only cares what people think. That's how mentally weak he is. Plucky Squire is BG's game of the year. BG transforms into a biatch daily. Why every... Is that smile or simile you give is a nerdy reference? You a social... Dog, like... I'm a nerd. Come on, nobody's denying it. That's a great impression. Dr. Bond, that sounded like Candyman. That's a good Dr. Claw. I'll get you, Gadget. Next time. Next time. But he's hurt. Used to turn his homework in first like he was the classroom starter. 80s kids smiling. That espresso got Bond on one, man. Dang, man. Howdy, y'all. Yo, Bond, didn't agree with you on some things on Twitter, but it's all water under the bridge. Pretty shitty of BG letting you off the podcast. Smooth's podcast is stinking like shit. Damn, he's doing good. Good guy like Blandrew dirty. He's wild. So let people defending BG from 8, what y'all got to say? Yo. Prophet 8 times. This man is going to show up Sunday. Like CM Punk with the pipe bomb and demand his apologies. Just show up. Just black screen. No talking. Say, type in your apologies to me right now. And then after 10 minutes and 15 minutes, read them all out. Bijou is really moving like Mario from The Wire. He gonna try and get AGS and good gaming next. Smooth is the only one who lost the most here. Hope he wakes up. Shout out to Blandrew, he a real one. BG is a sneaky SOB. Yo, Kitsu is smart, he sold Planet Xbox. We got a super chat that just came in. Melodic Punk, doing a solo trip in Vegas in October for a music festival. Any recommendations for Vegas? Punk Rock Museum will be on the list, so standing ground. Yeah, we can talk about Vegas at the end. I just don't want to lose track where I'm at right now. BG wanted to be like Xbox. Did Smooth sign the paper or did Jerry sign the paper? I mean, I can neither confirm or deny if anybody else signed, to be honest. I can just confirm that Blandrew did not because he said so. Blandrew should have took that. He only posts once a month. BG's still going to be playing Marvel Rivals for the next 50 hours. I mean, let's see real quick. It doesn't show old chats, whatever. Heart 8 in the house. We already did those comments. Alex is the diet version of Jack. I mean, he is skinnier. BG is the new Diddy. Already said this. Doing the Vegas trip. Already said that. Bond set up on some elite nerd shit. Yeah. You got to try the We Are Venom. I can't. We Are Venom. I can't do Venom. Wait, what's going on with BG now? You're going to have to rewind, dog. Crazy shit, man. Bond, what's your endgame in legal law terms? Well, that might be another future video down the road. We'll just say that. But things are in the works, so pause on that one. Did I miss anything more? The hype man. Okay, so we're not done, everybody. We are 1 hour 42 minutes in. We got more. Let's get back to it. Hold up. I got people texting me. My boy says, I'm watching the podcast. It's funny. My internet is down, but my phone can handle it. Why is Grok trying to talk to me? I don't want to talk to Grok. Anyway. So, we are led to believe that nobody in the podcast, that the members were unaware, that BG acted unilaterally, that nobody was informed. What do I think? Like I said, nothing against Jack. Gun to your head, I think Jack knew. Everybody else, I'm not so sure, because only me, Smooth, and Jack got paid. It wouldn't make sense to tell anybody else. And Alex and Jazzy and Blandrew were surprised, so I don't believe they could have known. So we've got Alex, double quarter pounder. I've been probably having disagreements with Alex on Twitter lately because he is a contradicting hypocrite currently right now, but that's a topic for another time. Him talking about NPCs and DEI, whatever. Don't care. Hey, what the F? Hold on, bro. You quit? No, I ain't quit. I got fired on my day off, Alex. BG decided to part ways. God damn it. Been watching y'all niggas since high school. How do you feel? Well, I didn't feel good because, 10 years, 25% of my life, that's a long time, so it didn't feel good. So, right here, I could say that I don't think Alex knew. Could be wrong. Could be right. Don't know. But, yeah. So, that would lead me to believe that Alex did not know. Jack. Now, I don't know what's going on with Jack right now. I really don't know. I really need to start saving again, man, and stop buying silly shit. I just ordered a magazine I've been trying to find since 2013. And I'm thinking to myself, like, nigga, we've been getting between $700 and $900 on the Patreon a month. you getting half of that, so you got to be getting $350 to $500 extra a month based on my prior cut. It could be less because y'all are hemorrhaging Patreon users after my left. I mean, we can check it out right now. I mean, it's at 387. It used to be like 400 or 500, but whatever. So you're getting extra money, and you're talking about you need to start saving. You're literally just spending the money I made. You're spending the cut, and like literally what I was making and bringing in, you were given half, and now you got to start saving. So I said, Jack, just save my portion of Patreon. You're now getting, my guy. He's like, shit, not with the way rent going. And that's how I'm thinking about it, man. Rent's going up. Look, I don't know what Jack is doing, but it don't seem like he working. And Jack moved in at the end of January, which means he had to put down his deposit beginning of January. Security deposit for those people who have never rented anything. And it just seems way too coincidental that, Jack is having financial issues, Jack is moving, Jack is struggling to save, and I get let go. Jack gets more money, and like a nigga from Memphis, he can't save it, he spends more money. So, I don't know, Jack. I mean, again, I cannot accuse Jack one way or another. But again, I'm saying, gun to my head, somebody came up to me, a random person with a gun, says, I know the answer to this question. You can choose A, he knew, or B, he didn't know. And if you're wrong, I'm going to be like BG, I'm going to put this ball in the back of your neck. I'm taking my chances with he knew. Look, one thing is a coincidence. 3 to 4 things? That's not a coincidence. That's something, that's called a premeditated pattern. Oh, boy. Jazzy Jefferson. He was shocked. It's real. Damn. Because I saw you got blocked earlier. But I didn't think it was anything else. Still trying to process shit. Crazy because, the reason I even found out about the podcast was you. Think about how many people probably found the podcast because of me. But yet, he's saying I didn't contribute. Crazy. Crazy. Jazzy Jefferson. This is January 23rd. Remember, BG initiated the termination January 2nd. 21 days later, this man is still not responding to anything personally or legally. Just flat out ignores it, hops on Marvel, acts like nothing ever happened. I gotta tell you, I've talked to Jack, I've talked to Jazzy, I've talked to Alex, I've talked to the group chat. I'm like, dog, can y'all guys forward this message? Maybe he's invisible on Steam. He's got me blocked on Twitter. He doesn't respond to emails. Can y'all just tell him I'm trying to reach him? So I have to ask them 21 days later, can you check your DMs, dog? Jazzy says, yo, BG, Bond is requested to check your DMs. Will do. If he checked them, he never responded. And yet, now we're in March. So that's about a whole nother month, and a month and a half, because it's January 23rd. A month and a half after this, Did this man respond? Did this man communicate? Did this man attempt to meet? Nothing. That's the kind of shady thing, the shady individual this guy is. Nothing. Hit that like button, everybody, if you haven't already. Okay, we already did that one, so let's see. Do we got anything else? So we went over Blandrew. We went over comments. I'm just checking, everybody, see what else, if I missed anything. Went over that. We did the panel messages. Ah, shit. You know, I think that's it. I think we've gone over everything. I said I'd give you 2 hours, and y'all got 2 hours. So, what is the lesson we've learned today? What is that lesson, people? 1, don't trust snakes. 2, get your lawyers involved. If anybody presents you with any kind of contract, don't let these people shame you like women, like, oh, you want a prenup? You don't trust me? No. DTA, Austin 316, don't trust anybody. Before you sign anything, no matter if it's been 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, your whole life, you cannot trust other people to have your best interest in mind. 3, hate to say this, but you can't trust your own people because they'll snake you too. They will. They have. They will. It's really a damn shame. You would expect this from other groups and other individuals, but it's sad that it has to happen from your very own people. Crazy. We're going to get to super chats. I see you, Mutar. Don't worry about it. Craziness. Hold on. So yeah, don't trust people. Get your lawyers involved. Don't trust people to have your best interest. Don't trust people just because they're your culture or they're your kin or whatever, their ethnicity. People will lie. People will fraud. People will scam. They will get on camera. They will get on live. They will pretend to be things that they're not. But again, like, this is absolutely crazy because of all the people. Like, dog, y'all saw the entire folder here. We can bring it up again. Like, when I come to expose people, I don't play. I don't. I'm not playing around. I bring receipts. Straight up receipts. Like, it's not the fact that somebody tried to lie, deceive, and fraud me. It's the fact that you were disrespectful enough not only to do those things, but to actually think that me of all people would not expose you for doing so. So again, 2 things can happen. You'd have to be stupid to think I would not expose you and retaliate against you. Or 2, you knew but you just didn't give a damn anyway, which I think is absolutely crazier and just goes to prove that certain individuals in this world just have a straight up God complex. A straight up God complex. And yeah, just in case you also wanted to know, the irrelevant files is 61 gigs. So before you talk shit to me, know that Hard 8 might be the arms dealer. I don't deal arms, I fire shots. Is the live stream still going, or it looked like it froze for a little bit? Okay, we're still going. So, crazy time to be involved in YouTube. It's crazy that after all these years that this is how it had to end. My hand was forced. I had to make this video, but who like all the years, the over a decade we've known each other, over a decade we've been working together. Who would have ever thought that this is how it would have ended? I don't think anybody ever would. Let me read some chats and some super chats, because I know we've got some super chats. I'm just going to read them all from the top. Prince Revolver, Bond, I never understood why you were a part of Weapon Wheel, knowing BG was a full-blown Sony pony. Prince Revolver again, $2, BG moving like a bitter baby mama. Full Sweat Tryhard, BG a liberal beta male. Bless011, $5. Patreon supporters should be treated like shareholders. Never lie to your investors. I 1000% agree. And I was saying that, like, we need to be providing content to the shareholders, the Patreon supporters, whatever you want. We got 1,000 likes. Why is Jack only now streaming Indiana Jones? How did he make you sign unwillingly or unknowingly? Well, Prince Joker, now you know. Broken Games DSP. So you made a great financial. We already got that. Xbox fans are easy. Longtime fan, but I have no sympathy for you because you signed an L document. He fooled you. If what he did was illegal, sue him. Yeah, I mean, you can't have sympathy. I did take that L. He did fool me. And as far as that last part, what he did was illegal? Yes, 1,000,000,000%. He can break friendships, but not Uncharted discs. Black Metal Gamer, $2. Reba Hashari. Bond, any chance we get Hard 8 in there? You got to get nah, it's be tomorrow. Prince Joker, $5. Live stream where Jack buried the issue with Hard 8. Do you think it's good? We went over that. Greatest Bond tales of all time. BG, I'm not alive. That's probably a good title for the video. Bond, what's your end game now legally? I already did that. People are saying, like, Muda commented. Who is Muda? I don't know who this Muda guy is. Is he that one Indian dude? Some Ordinary Games? I gotta look. Some Ordinary Games. Some Ordinary Gamers. Yes, that is the Indian dude, Muda. I've watched this guy. He's got a ridiculous channel of 3.8 million. And his tagline of the video, I believe it is this gentleman people are talking about. Yes, I've watched his videos before. Don't always agree with all of his videos, but he does have good content. So check him out. Subscribe to him. I mean, it's got 3.86 million, but hey, what's 3.86 million in one? Nothing wrong with that. But back to that comment. Let's see what he said. So you got kicked off the podcast you were on? Yes, I did. Some Ordinary Gamers. I got kicked off fraudulently, illegally, and deceptively. Man, I can't just believe this has still been going on. I swear the whole clap-based trend was like yesterday. I did not know this guy was watching me for a while. So, again, had I known this guy was watching my channel, like, I would have invited him on. Would have had him on. Would have had him on Weapon Wheel. Hopefully, maybe I could have him on my channel. Who knows? Did not know. All right, so I'm about to get out of here soon, everybody. If y'all got your last questions, y'all can get them in right now. Because we've been at it for, what are we at right now? What are we at? We are at 2 hours. Look, dog, I said I'm going to give 2 hours, and right on the money, I'm giving 2 hours. It's quality content. See, we can make all the complaints about how long Weapon Wheel is, how long it's derailed, and yet whenever I hosted, we were in and out in 2 hours. Not this 4-hour crap, not this 5-hour crap. And it's funny, bragging about how much content we're giving people and then complaining later. Neil Moses, can you come on my podcast for an interview? I think I've seen this guy before. I mean, if I got time, I'm a busy guy, but I'm free on Sundays now. I would, Mudahar is also an ordinary game. I would also recommend highly that everybody downloads this video. You never know. So when this is done, please download it. Bond fired. Jack has a new apartment. Wild. Why you always in that shirt? Do laundry. Cause I didn't get the LIX one yet, but I always rep my squad. I'm not a fraud from a different state rooting for my team. BG tells Bond to draw his last pathetic card, and Bond draws the final piece of Exodia. I read your super chat. Xbox fans are endangered. I can read it again. BG is worse than the devil. BG was trying to say, I bought WCW. Found the podcast via you an 8. I've been watching y'all since I was 72. Now I'm like, damn. If you're 72 and now 97, whew. That's wild. Bond's deposit money. What did I want to say? Oh, yeah. So, in conclusion, I'm going to remember, I need everybody to hit that like button. I need everybody to tweet it out. But I am making this declaration right now. Right now. For the integrity of who I am, the integrity of what I do, my content, my channel, everything like that, I don't want anything to do with anybody associated with BG. Except for Smooth. Smooth is a different case. Let me see if I got any extra notes real quick. I didn't get on Smooth yet. All right, so touch on Smooth real quick. Smooth did not know. Smooth, still being a G, an honorable man, he's still paying his bets. And Smooth personally requested that I not show his DMs on this stream. So out of respect for Smooth, all right, he requests I didn't show him, I didn't show him. Big ups to Smooth. You're good. I mean, there was no smoking guns with Smooth or any conversations like that, but he simply requested that, hey, he would prefer that I did not show DMs. Cool. Outside of Smooth, anybody, and I don't know why you would after this, because you're working with a scumbag, a backstabber, somebody who will betray people after 10, 15 years. Anybody who is associated with BG, works with BG, associated with Weapon Wheel, works with Weapon Wheel, supports with anybody. I'm going like Blandrew. I am excommunicating myself from that community completely. I don't want anything to do with anybody from that side of the ocean. I'm in the Atlantic, y'all in the Pacific. I don't want anything to do with y'all. I don't want to speak to y'all. I don't want to converse with y'all. I don't want to hear from y'all. Because to me, if you are still supporting a lying, scamming, cheating, betraying, somebody who wants to say, I hate black women, yet he cheats on one, go figure, hypocrite, I don't want anything to do with you. I don't. Y'all stay over there, and I'll stay right here. We don't have to interact. We don't have to talk. Nothing. And unfortunately, this goes for people like you, Blaze. I'm sorry. I gotta draw lines in the sand. I'm still cool to come on the Solidcast and whatever. But, you know, again, you used to say BG's is your man. If you're cool with somebody, you support somebody, you interact and you're chummy and you're powwowing with somebody who has no problem lying to the viewers, to the audience, to the Patreon members that are paying, to the super chatters, to his own squad, to his own panel, to his own co-workers, if you are comfortable and fine with dealing with somebody who's a proven liar, deceiver, and a person with no character, integrity, and full of deception, if you are comfortable with calling that person an associate, a friend, whatever, interacting with them in any shape, way, and form, sorry, Blaze, I gotta draw a line in the sand. I can't fucks with you. And I can't fucks with anybody else in that situation either. I'm like Takamura. I'm drawing the line in the sand, and only monsters can cross that line. So, I am out. This has been my magnum opus, the Magnum Colopus. Nobody wins. Everybody will lose. Because at the end of the day, I still have the ability, as some of these people have spoken about in the chat, I can take everything. Everything. So that one guy in Overwatch, take everything from them. We'll see what happens. Everybody that's cool with that clown is cut off. Exactly, Heart 8. Done. Done. I want nothing to do with them. I'm Black Bond. I will catch you guys later. Before I go, Heart 8, is there going to be an AGS? Is there going to be an AGS light tonight? I feel like Heart 8 is about to do an AGS light tonight. I'm curious. I need something to listen to while I put Sasabi together behind me. Yeah, I'm not asking you to pick a side. I'm just saying if you want to fucks with him, you can't fucks with me. Yeah, after everything we know about BG, why would any real dude want to fuck with him? You're 100% right. 1,000% right. But I'm out. I will catch you guys. Beyond Legendary will begin soon. Hate to say, but if you're over there still supporting a lying, deceiving fraud, that says more about you than it does him. And don't worry. Believe me. Come Sunday, it'll try to be cleaned up. It will try to be, oh, I don't care, or who cares, and oh yeah, it was my master plan, and this, that, and the other, and yeah, like, so what? Like, this whole situation will try to be massaged, will try to be swept under the rug, will try to be maneuvered out. We about to see some heavy politicking come Sunday. Heavy politicking. I'll catch you guys later. I will, let's see, I got dinner plans at 6 o'clock Sunday, but I'm sure I could pop in on AGS because, yes, I deserve the roast. I deserve it. I will take my lumps like a man. I will show up on AGS. If it's not AGS Live, it'll AGS Lite. I will give Hard 8 free reign to request me personally on a day that I'll come in. I will take the roast because I will admit what I did was dumb. Because I remember on one of the casts I was saying, oh yeah, I look at contracts at work. I would never be listening. And guess what? I was like, damn, I said all that online, only to do the exact opposite and fuck myself over. Crazy. Anyway, I'm out. I lived up to my promises. I gave you more than 2 hours. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your weekend. Hit that like button. Retweet. Push this video out. And please download this video. Please download it. Download it immediately after I shut it off. I'm Black Bond. Follow me on Twitter at BlackBearEye. Catch you guys later. Peace.